Hello, welcome. Only 2 more sleeps till Christmas. We all use the phrase, don't we? It's so bad. It's good. And that's true of probably why we love Christmas cracker jokes so much. They're old, they're corny. When you know them, they're obvious, but they're so bad. They're good, and they help us enjoy part of the Christmas season. And it's that combination of so bad, it's good, that strange contrast that's very much of late Advent and the final approach to Christmas. I've already talked about the wonderful poet Henry Vaughan from South Wales and his mysterious but wonderful idea of a deep but dazzling darkness. A darkness so complete that in it there is surprise. There is somehow light, and there is a depth that dazzles. Standing on the threshold of light at this point in the Advent season, with only 2 sleeps to go till Christmas, this can be a little bit how Advent feels. We feel as though we're somehow lighting our way in darkness to the manger, candle by dazzling candle. We've been journeying through Advent with Christina Rossetti. And Christina wrote a poem called Christmas Eve, so apologies if we're one day ahead of ourselves and jump the gun. This poem, which is short but deep, explores that same contrast with 2 short but contrasting verses, because there's something about God that always will elude us this side of glory, something that we just can't seem to find, but we think ought to be there. One day this will be, praise God, revealed to us in all its fullness. Now we wait with faith and with expectation the coming of Christ, and in our lives the continuing revelation of Christ. There's always an element of the unknown, the unrevealed, and it's not for no reason that the Apostle Paul refers to looking at glory through a darkened glass, a smoky glass, before we see Christ face to face. Let's hear a passage of John's Gospel, which is very well known indeed. It's part of the very first chapter that is traditionally read on Christmas Day and at carol services. Talking of the person of Christ. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness, to bear witness to the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. The true light which enlightens everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him. There's that powerful continuing idea of a threshold to cross. And for some of us, we find that our spiritual life is not just a crossing, but a crossing and a recrossing as we try to journey deeper beyond that threshold of light into a settled experience and deep knowledge of the presence of God with us. And that can be a difficult journey at times. But the light of Christ, particularly at this time of year, compels us on in our journey, on through the dazzling darkness, on to salvation and love and encounter. Christmas Eve by Christina Rossetti. Christmas hath darkness brighter than the blazing noon. Christmas hath a chillness warmer than the heat of June. Christmas hath a beauty lovelier than the world can show. For Christmas bringeth Jesus, brought for us so low. Earth, strike up your music, birds that sing and bells that ring. Heaven hath answering music for all angels soon to sing. Earth, put on your whitest bridal robe of spotless snow. For Christmas bringeth Jesus, brought for us so low. Have a blessed and a peaceful Christmas.